But there will be once this person lets go of whatever they're dealing with. And this, I'm going to say, you know, this message especially can go for anyone. It's like you get to choose. You know, do you use this wand to self-pity, to put barricades up, to, or do you use it to celebrate? But it also is telling me, wow, I'm getting a lot here. Okay. Because what I'm also getting here is that this was a fake. This situation here in this empty castle, what this person was hanging on to, he wasn't showing everyone else the truth. This person, this masculine, if this relates to the masculine, and it looks like, you know, the same looking masculine here, he was barricading himself and making it look like he had the world. But he had a fucking empty castle. And that would make a lot of sense. Because a lot of our masculines have built some very beautiful foundations, businesses, communities. They work in their community. Maybe they work in, like, you know, with the police or with whoever. Like, I always think of those like as very strong knit communities. Firefighters, ambulance, like all those helping people. But it can also be in many other ways people build networks. Any network that's built, you're taking care of people you create. Yeah, it's, you know, you create bonds, but this is what this is saying. That's why it kind of came like that. Look at, like I'm telling you, this horse, every time I see this horse and this card specifically, this one, not all the other decks, this horse knows that that man's a liar to the people. In a sense, he is not being honest. He is not super happy. He's like looking at him. I told you. And look at what's at the bottom, guys. Look at what two cards are showing there. That is nuts. Oh my God. Okay. Well, here she is. These were the two cards that were showing there. It was a false commitment and or like a false energy. But what I feel with the High Priestess, that's the divine feminine, and she's just sitting there and she knows. And I'm going to clarify that secret that she knows. Maybe the rest of the world didn't know, but that horse knew. You know, it's like saying that his, maybe whoever was really close to him that saw the true side of your divine masculine, maybe they would see him getting angry. You know, when you act like everything's okay, but you kind of freak out here and there. And I just feel like that's what that horse is, like the assistant or the coworker, someone who was close to him and actually knows his energy. And the horse is like, nobody, like, you're not fooling me. False commitment, secret. Okay. I want to clarify High Priestess, please. Look at, wow, guys, you can't fake this shit. Look at what, okay, you guys saw how those cards, like I saw first, but then we have this, and we have, well, let's get into this. So what the secret is that the divine feminine knew is that the masculine is truly heartbroken. He doesn't like the situation he's in at all. We have 2 3s here. We even have the 3 people here. What is under there? Like no love. I mean, I know I picked up these cards now, but I tried to put them all up. But I mean, it's just all messages here right now. She knew he was sneaking around. He wants to put that to, like, I'm asking what the divine feminine knew. Because the High Priestess always has a secret that she knows. And it's not a secret. It's like something that she just knows about. And what she knows is that this, all I heard is that he is not happy. He's heartbroken. He does not want to be in this situation. He does not want to be that inconsistent, unavailable, death card here, unavailable energy. Look at what we're going to, right? I almost feel like these two are the same people. And I feel like it could also not be the same people. It could also be a wife, a mother, and twin energy here. But what it's telling me is that no one was happy here. Even this wife or mother, or, you know, if this is the karmic. I'm so sick of saying that. But because, you know, it's not karmic. It's his lesson. She's not happy either. This could even be talking about his money as the other person, right? Interesting. Because I feel that this is definitely a man energy and he wants to end this behavior. And then the fact that there's two women here, or I'm picking up female energy here, but when I saw the swords and the swords, that tells me you two are mirroring. You know, and that's one thing I know for a fact. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. What I'm going through right now, my masculine feels it. And there's a good chance that what I was feeling before this whole crazy phase happened this last month and a half, I guess, almost, was probably partially of what my masculine was going through. I don't know, because we weren't talking, not like that. Very light talking we had for the last month until I lost my mind. But so this is what the secret is that you know, okay? Now let's go back to this holding on energy. We'll put these cards here and let's clarify them. I want that Six of Wands here. So that's the secret, the high priest, or that's like, you know, what she knows. She knows this masculine is like, I want to say heartbroken, but very sad is probably like, no, I think he's heartbroken. That's what I heard. Heartbroken. He's heartbroken. He's heartbroken because he put the connection aside and he held on. He was carrying this shit around like this. I'm happy. I'm whatever. Look at me. Meanwhile, he knew. He put the truth. Those two are the true ones. Otherwise, they'd be in there too. There's a reason he left those two over there. I know. I have to watch how I put my wording, right? But I like lost my, it doesn't matter. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't lose my cool. That was actually 100% meant to happen. I know it was because I didn't realize I still hung on to some shit. I really honestly, deep in my heart, thought I had forgiven and let it go. And I think actually my grandma passing away triggered me a bit. Not in the sense, like, remember I wasn't very sad. I don't know if I told you, like, the signs that she gave me for this trip. I found the picture on the back of her picture had a stamp, September 9th, and that was the day I left. Her picture was from 1995. But, gosh, I'm getting distracted. I know I didn't lose my mind, but, fuck, I just wish I didn't have to act like that. And look what we have here. And that's talking about, there was this person. Let's clarify that too after. And then we have another queen here. How beautiful. The truth, huh? And the emperor. I don't know why I'm pulled to this out. I would like to pull that other queen out too, but no, we're going to clarify this first. The fakeness here, this fake energy. What do you want to tell us about the fakeness here? Hanging on, the blockages, this. Oh, wow. So the fakeness, he didn't want to lose money. He didn't want to lose face is what I just heard. So I think face has to do with coworkers, because I mentioned coworkers, right? He didn't want to lose face value is what I just heard. Well, thank you for that message. He didn't want to lose face value over this third party connection. And I see the 3 here too. And I almost feel like he wanted this empress, but he didn't want to like do it. He's stuck in this party here, this whatever you want to call it, and this bullshit. And turned his back once again to the truth. To those two special cups, those two special swords. He didn't want to lose face. See, his face is covered. Value. Pentacle facing down. Yeah, that could happen too. I'm sure many of them, you know, because he wanted to be this. He wanted to pretend. That's why I was guided to pull that out. He wanted to pretend. And meanwhile, you know, there was a much better connection out there, or is a much better connection. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He didn't want to lose face value. And the truth is that some of the people don't know about the feminines. Like, I don't know if anyone knows about, besides you guys, my connection with my person. I don't know if he tells people. I don't, because why would I want to talk about it if I don't even know what's happening? But he knows, and that's where he lost respect for himself. He lost value for himself because he wasn't being stand up. And that's not his normal behavior. Normally, in a sense, he was kind of happy, you know, because not happy, but like he was living what he thought was kind of his truth. Like, okay, I'm in this commitment here. I'm doing the right thing. But then he met you. That's what changed things. Because he wasn't, for some of them, they weren't cheating before. They were just doing work, and pretty much probably that's it. And having this woman here that they have their money together, taken care of, or maybe building with, or whatever. But once he met you and then didn't go for you like he knew to, he devalued his self-respect, his integrity for himself, because they don't know yet. They don't know that he has someone else that he loves. And that's another problem. If he would have told people, if someone really cares about him and he says, I love another woman and I love that woman too, like she's a great woman, but not for me. We're not good. We don't get along. We had our lessons. We learned them. But he didn't do that. Instead, he spent time indulging in the other situation. And that just built more fear. It built more sadness. It built more, because he's a good person. The King of Pentacles is a great person. Not if they're not being straight up. That's for sure. They can be quite evil. I'm not going to even look yet. So let's see where we go from here. Yeah, it is interesting, right? So what is his next step right now? What is he up to right now? Will he be making... What is he up to? Do you tell me? Because I don't even know what to ask. And it came right over there, so this should tell us something good. Look who's back. Guys, you saw she was behind him, right? Now, the Queen of Wands here, for me, yes, it can represent going back to a karmic, but that's not the situation here. I almost feel like because she was behind him, like that's what was on his mind. Because she fell over here, she came back out. I put her back in, right? And look at how he's facing that direct. Like that's what's on his mind back there. But he doesn't even want to face the truth. I want to clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Let's see what comes up. Then we'll get a better. Oh gosh, you guys aren't going to believe what just came out. Wait, there's one more. You're not going to believe it. So when I said she's the divine feminine here in this reading, she really is. She really is. That's clarifying the Queen of Wands. Wow. It's like he just wants, it's not even, it is like he wants this, he wants to take a chance. He wants to, like, it's like there's so beautiful, fun, child love here. Like in the sense, like, it's just like freedom. I just keep on noticing the sun. I wanted to make sure that that's divine feminine. And that's the divine feminine. That's why she came back out. What's stopping him? Good idea. What's stopping him right now at this time? Whoa. And that flipped on its own. Whoa. So guys, remember, because my cards fell, some of them are upside down, but I literally saw this card go like this. You guys saw it too. You can rewind it and look. You can say that he doesn't think he deserves real love from this card, but when I ask what's stopping him and this comes out, it's a false connection. It's a like a commitment that is no longer desired. That's what's stopping him, is this commitment that he is in, even though it's not desired, but that's what's stopping him. I said, what's stopping you? Well, we have, it didn't come out like this. It could have, because it was like that, but it literally went like this. So it's telling me, like, literally there's no love there, but there is some form of a bond here, a commitment. And I believe, like, no problem. This is the karmic commitment. Like, this is the, you know, here we are. This is what's in between the two of these people. Okay? So why is that stopping him? Like, why? Yeah, it could have to definitely do with the child. Like, there's no love here, but there's a commitment. So why, huh? Queen of Cups is a very loving energy, and, you know, it's very intuitive, and there's still no love here, right? It's almost like like his instincts tell him, I know there's no love here. But at one point there was, and I made a commitment. So why is the Two of Cups in reverse stopping him? Because it's almost like I'm hearing honoring. So it's like he's honoring, you know, he's having issues. Because he's looking at it, right? I feel like this is not like about masculine or feminine. This is talking about why is this stopping him. This energy is like looking at this cup. The cap is on. I had to take a closer look here. I think those are angels, but for, you know, at a quick glance, I'm not sure. They look like hooks. Fuck, I feel like I was getting a message there about the hooks, claws, something like that, claws. So what is he feeling about the divine feminine? Where is she in all of this in his mind? Okay, in his mind, where is she right now, currently? Because anything can change at any time, but currently, like in his mind, where is she? What is she? What, you know, what is he thinking in regards to the divine feminine? Truth. And remember, this was behind the queen before, guys. I love when these cards come out like this. That's the truth, is the divine feminine. That's the truth. And that's what he knows is the truth. He knows that she is the one. He knows he wants that. Like, it's just the truth energy. I just feel like, what is she in his mind right now? Like, not only, we have Queen of Swords here as well, not only is she only accepting truthful energy right now, this energy here, but he knows that. He knows that she's the truth. My door outside behind my back, no, followed me 5 times ago. Huh. Threatened his mom. Oh, that's so sad, man. Hi, Queen of Cups. She's the truth. Can we elaborate? That he's not... It's coming. Oh, good. I'm happy they're not all, because I saw that one. Okay. It's like he's released his fears. I don't believe this is about money right now. To elaborate more on this, he's released hanging on. It's almost like he wants to express too when I see that. But all that matters here is this card. Because what it says is that, like, no matter what, he knows she's the truth. He may want to express that and come forward and let go of hanging on to his feelings, hanging on to what he's been, like, keeping close to him. But he's sleeping. He's not making a move right now. He's sleeping. That's what matters out of all those cards. He knows the truth. He's also clearing his energy from his heart. I don't know if he knows he's doing that, but he's doing that. Because it's almost like he's taking those swords out of the heart. Rest and recovery, absolutely. Especially when, you know, the magician in reverse in the tower. Maybe someone is holding something over his head that is huge. That is a huge thing for many. That is a huge thing for many. Tell us about this sleeping. What's going to be happening here? Like, what's the... Well, look what's coming out. I guess it was already flipped and meant to come out. So let's just pull it out. Okay. He's broken. You know what this card is about? Hi, Deb. This card is about... Because I picked up this energy, I think, yesterday when I was doing a private reading. And I'm still doing personal readings because I have all the time in the world right now. This is about the fact that the divine feminine, she's out in the cold. This is what I'm picking up here. He wants to communicate with you and stuff, but doesn't matter. What you don't know is he... Like, remember I just said he's feeling what you're feeling what he's feeling? Yeah, you guys are on the same page here. But you don't know it because you don't see him. Because he's not talking to you. Something like that, you know. And this is my card of communication, but it's like he wants to. We're going from the 4 to the 5 here. Going from double 4 to 5. He wants to. But you don't know because he's not. That's why you don't know, or you would know. They have all different sorts of 5 of Pentacles. Definitely scared. Okay, well, that's the message. Let's pull advice from this deck and see what comes up. Let's see. So what is the advice during this time? Wow. Now that is freaking deep. I don't know what this is, what this means, but obviously it's about... What is the advice? Let's start here. What is the advice? Don't point your fingers. Don't judge. This is accusation. Don't feel betrayed here, okay? There's something to do with that. This is all about bringing up past fears, actually, as well. And, like, I just hear you. Like, you did it type of thing with the pointing and, like, don't self-sabotage. But, like, something about blaming. Okay, so give us a little more. Wow, guys. Oh my God. Okay, look at what's at the bottom here. This can be like, this is the mirror card. That's like, take a look in the mirror. Watch what you're getting your reflection and look at further advice. Watch out what you're projecting. This is fear. That's why you're pointing the finger when you got to look at yourself. This is the advice I asked. Now, even in my mind, I said it can be for the masculine and feminine. I didn't say that out loud, but I'm asking for the feminine. And what the advice is, double look in the mirror. Double projection. Watch what you're projecting and take a look in the mirror. It's not the other person. That's fucked. That's fucked. Thank you. I didn't see the donations, but thank you. I see that they're there, and I really appreciate it. I'm just like in awe right now. I can't believe it. That's the most crazy message right there. It's always the important message comes at the end. I'm going to erase half of this video because I don't want my crying on here. But gosh, that's pretty crazy. It's like you're worried to get stabbed in the back, so you point the finger instead of looking at yourself. And honestly, like, I know that's what I kind of did. in a sense. I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't realize I had all these issues I hadn't dealt with. But when you really look at it, and I actually like think about it, I think like maybe I was arguing to like why did I sabotage it? I didn't though. I had to do that. You know, I had to. I have shit to clear, which I really thought I cleared. And it sucks to realize, you know, and the person I was speaking to, um, when I was explaining to her, I'm like, oh, I'm like, I do have shit to clear. And when I was telling her what it was, she couldn't believe it. And she was like, that happened? And I'm like, yeah, that happened. And to me, it's like nothing. I'm like, yeah, it happened. Like, that's a part of what happened to me. And yeah. But she was like, really, like, that's not just a little deal. She's like, that's a big deal. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't ever. And she's like, of course you don't, because you block it out. And other people do that too. You block it out. And then it gets projected in other ways when you just got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself double. Is there anyone French here right now? Magnetic. Magnetic mirror. The holy shit, guys. This is the magnetic mirror. You guys know I'm just learning French right now. This is the magnetic mirror. What you project, you get back. Are you kidding me? This is the most deepest message in the world. I'm actually going to do a video and just have it for people that need to watch this message just on these 4 cards. I'm probably going to erase this message, this video. This is the message here, and this is freaking crazy. This is the magnetic mirror. What you put out there, what you see in yourself, what you give to yourself, and you know what else it's saying? Obviously, the twins are mirroring themselves. Obviously. Wow. Wow. Let's see. I don't know how to word that question. I'm going to word it. So if the feminines, I just feel like it's telling us to clear that energy, but like, because this is the advice here, right? Don't betray yourself. Don't worry about being hurt. And you guys are mirroring each other. So what you're projecting, you're getting back. Your magnetism. Your magnetism. Wow. Yeah, like I'm a little bit in shock here because that's really crazy, this message. 222 is a very big number, especially the last week. I already know like what it's saying. Like there's no real point in asking that question, is if we don't reach out, will they reach out? You can make him reach out by getting rid of the fear, projecting love to yourself, and it would magnetize. I almost want to pull a card for the mirror. I'm going to pull from this deck. I don't know what it's going to tell us. Wow, that came out very quickly. Now, fuck. Why do I forget this meaning now? It's not my favorite card, I'll be honest with you. Oh, I have it already. If you guys could see my screen up here, I actually looked this up. Well, okay, it's not my favorite card because of the personal reading I did and the way it came out. But actually, get this. Some of you actually, I think someone said it here, you got to take care of yourself or whatever. This is the main person. So I feel like it's almost saying you got to put yourself first, feminine. Because I actually was just about to type it in and translate it, and I opened the screen and I just had it up there. I wish you guys, here, I can't actually show you because it's actually too good to be true. So see, I had yesterday that principle, whatever, person principal, it means main person. But yesterday in the reading I did, it was a private reading. it wasn't, in that case, it wasn't a nice thing. But now it's saying here in our reading, this is how the cards change their meanings for different readings. Put yourself, I said, what has to be in this mirror? You have to make yourself the main person. That's fucking crazy. Stop paying attention to the chirping too. Affirmations as well. That's something, there's something there about like, it's not just a bad thing. It's also about actually repeating to yourself your affirmations. I love myself. I am important. I know that. Now that's crazy. Main person. What is going to be magnetized in the mirror? That you're important, that you are someone, that you matter. You project that out. I almost feel, looking at these two messages here, like your masculine may be, for some of you, realizing some stuff about himself and getting like very healed as well as you are. That's a crazy message. So I'm going to actually, I might just cut this video to that part and edit it. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? He doesn't want to be put first all the time. Like, he doesn't want, just the same way my masculine's not going to give in to my everything, my temper tantrums, because he wants me to grow and take care of myself. He wants us to do that for them too. That's what respect is about. Children don't respect people that give them everything. And I'm not saying your masculine's a child or anything. Children respect people that are like, no, you're not doing that. That's not okay. And then they love you. And then they're like, oh, like, I want to be with you, mommy or daddy. Like, you know. Well, we already pulled what's stopping him. It's the Two of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups. It's about a commitment he made at one point, even though it's over. That's what's stopping him. He's just in a delay right now. He's learning about this projection stuff too. But remember, this is the thing, guys. This is the bigger message here. What's actually stopping this connection is you. You don't realize it, guys. I didn't realize it either. I didn't think I had baggage or anything like that. But you're worried, your fears, things that happened to you in the past. Even people accused you of things you didn't do, maybe in past lifetimes. And you're worried about being tortured or hurt. And it could be like just to do with love. Like, you may not believe truly within your heart that you deserve this. And they're telling you to have confidence. Look at like these birds here. We have a beautiful peacock. We have the, what are those guys in the background? Those beautiful friggin', I forget what they're called. We have a little guide here. Okay, I'm sorry, like, honestly, you know, I can't keep, when people are making comments, I'm just sick and tired of reading some comments, to be honest. And I know maybe you don't mean it. I don't know. I read them in the comments too on the videos. And like, I don't want to hear you dissing your masculine. I don't want to hear you dissing yourself. I do enough of that. Birds of paradise. Is that what they are? I know this is a parrot. This one here, what are these pink? Flamingo. I don't know what the meaning is of a flamingo, but they are very unique. And look at those flamingos. They all have their reflection in the water. Isn't that cool? Everyone has to take a look at their own self. Everyone has to take a look at their own self. It's not just you and your masculine. It's everyone in the world. People need to stop pointing fingers. This is also about like this last judgment or final judgment type of energy. Birds of paradise is a flower. That is your bird, huh? The flamingos. I wonder what flamingos mean. First of all, it's a pink bird. So it is about freedom of the heart. Like flamingos are confident. That one I think is a guide, to be honest. I feel like that's more of a guide. Like, you know, like you have your guides around you, supporting you. That's what I feel. I don't think that for me, that's not a dragonfly, but if it is for you, it is. Huh. Interesting. That's the deepest message ever. So I'm gonna cut out all my tears in the beginning, guys. And I thank you for even. I didn't know if I should turn off the video when I started crying. I didn't mean to. I really didn't expect that at all. I did not. But you know, it also goes back to what I told you about listening to this woman's music. I had listened to her music right before I did the video. I did a meditation listening to her throat chakra um, video. And I'm telling you, I told you guys, this music is very hard to listen to because it brings things up. And that's probably why I started crying when I came to, because I just like came right on after. The flamingo appears either in your waking life or to you in a dream. And it means that you should release your emotions and let them be your guidance to life. Maybe this is saying you're getting messages. Like, look at what you're doing. Look what you're saying. Look at your fears. Listen to that message. Listen to the guidance you're getting. And you know what the guidance is, guys? To be honest, it's not leave your masculine. I swear to God. That is fear-based thinking. They wouldn't say it like that. The guidance is, it's making you face what you don't want to hear, which is probably you are doing this yourself. Something like that. Oh, thank you so much. It makes you cry now because you're actually releasing. It's crazy. And this woman here, I mean, I don't know if you guys have checked her out yet at all. Here, I'll put this up a bit so you can see. I'm going to be writing her a letter soon because honestly, her music is, it is so healing. I can't even just like right now looking at it, I want to cry. I can't. Like, clearly I'm clearing out more stuff. But yeah, as I said, I did the throat chakra clearing, and she actually talks in that one and talks about like releasing and saying what you have to say and opening your throat chakra, your fifth chakra. I'll think about it. But a lot of people won't watch this video once they see me crying all, like, you know, they won't get to this message. That's why, the only reason that I think that this message is very important. Her name is Mel, M-E-L /L-A-N. So Milan. She's from Milan. I'm not sure. And her last name is Murtis. So like almost like Curtis, but Murtis. M-A-U-R-T-I-S. But what I realized, because I can never find her when I begin to type in the name, is if you just put in sound code healing or code sound healing, angelic code sound healing, and then put Mel, M-E-L, then you'll see her come up. So it's way easier than trying to like put in Mel Murtis or whatever. Did she? I don't know who Made for Love is, but wow, I'm not the only one. I broke down once before. That was at the beginning of the year when what happened is my masculine finally contacted me. Or no, I contacted him and he reached back right away. And I was so happy. We hadn't talked for so long. And then he didn't really do anything after that. And I was so sad. And I went for a walk. And I went to the grocery store and I got whatever, like a banana or whatever. And I left the grocery store and I was so far walking and this guy came chasing me from the grocery store, and I didn't see him because I was so sad and depressed in my own head because my masculine didn't message me back any more than just like hi, like la la la. And I wanted a whole conversation, you know, but we hadn't talked for months. And that guy that ran, you know, he's like, "Excuse me, miss, like I just left my groceries. I had to talk to you. I had to, like, you know, speak to you. Like, can I get your number? Can I go on a date with you?" And I gave him my number. Nothing ever happened from it because I knew it was the universe. because I said to the universe, send me someone right before I left my house. So they sent me someone. And he might have been like a really good guy. I call him a kid because he looked fucking young. But I don't know. He even looked like a model. I think he might have been a model because I thought I saw a picture of him after. But I came home and I came on YouTube and started bawling my eyes out. And I took that video down. I was so sad because I'm like, that's what I want my masculine to do. But that ain't gonna happen like this. This isn't a fairy tale, guys. Fairy tales can happen, but not in every case. Like this kid like ran 2 blocks, far blocks too, like 2 big chunky blocks to catch me and talk to me and like ask me for my number. That's kind of a fairy tale scenario, but like there was nothing there and I knew it. And you know how I really knew? Because I did kind of talk to him on the phone once or twice or whatever, through text. And he said to me, let's go to the skating rink. And in my head, I'm like, kid, you don't know me. I don't fucking like this skating rink. I don't like this. I'm like, this is not happening. I'm done. Like me and this kid are not compatible. As soon as someone asks me to go to a skating rink, you're done. Don't ask me to do anything cold unless I really love you. Cried at the street when going home shopping alone. Yeah, I didn't cry until I got home on YouTube. Who knows? Maybe I did. I don't know. But, that brings up another point today. I did almost cry today when I saw someone. It's not that I saw someone. I saw so many couples. I see couples everywhere over here. It's a city of love. But I saw someone with curly hair. And that reminded me of and it was like nice curly hair. Like I can see someone with curly hair, but my masculine has very nice curly hair. He doesn't even take care of it like that. It's just naturally nice. And that kind of like, I just couldn't stop looking at it. We were just waiting at a red light. And I'm just like, fuck. Like, you're going to cry. And like, stop looking at him. But yeah. Anyhow, this message is special. Main for love is sweet. Is that a reader? Is that a reader, Main for love? I don't know these readers you guys are talking about right now. And I do my research. I'm surprised I don't know them. I'm really into the pick a card because I'm really good at it. I pick a card and I get a message. And I don't even actually go to the card where it starts. I swear what I do now, I stop I roll the video up, or unless I think it's the first card. If I think it's the first card, then I watch the first video. But otherwise, sometimes I'm just guided to stop somewhere and I stop there and whatever that message is I hear, even if it's at the end of the card I picked or in the middle of the card I picked, I don't rewind it. Unless it's like, I mean, I'm sure I've rewinded it once or twice if there's something like crazy, like they tell me like, oh my God, like I'm hearing like exactly something and then I might rewind it. But I'm into the pick a cards. I don't know, but a lot of people actually don't like the pick a cards because they don't find that they pick the right card, and that is understandable. It's not for everyone. And if it's gonna like, you shouldn't. I don't think you should pick those cards. Ghetto Nun. I think I watched Ghetto Nun. She's the one that whispers, right? Fucking crazy. Like when I watched her, and I was too scared. Like she's good. Her readings are actually great. And if that's the girl I'm talking about, and she supports like, she says like, give me your business. I'll throw that out. Like, give me your business name or whatever. That's awesome of her. But she's wild. Like I can't take some energy. It's not that nothing's wrong with her, but I'm already wild enough. I'm not that wild, but I'm wild enough. And like, I like to have the opposite. I like to have like very calming energy right now, especially. I just need calming energy. And that's why I haven't been, yeah, that's her then. I haven't been doing karmic readings. Why does it say, oh, because that's your name. I'm like, why am I seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 again? I wonder if I saw your name last time or someone typed in 1, 2, 3, 4 and then I saw the time 1, 2, 3, 4. That means, 1, 2, 3, 4 means like you're on the right path, by the way. But yeah, I've been guided actually to not do karmic readings for right now because the energy right now is not to focus on that. You get what you focus on type of thing. Trust me, I love my karmic readings, but I have been like guided. Like I did not bring any karmic cards. I didn't buy any karmic cards. I bought some new decks, as you can see, and I'm going to buy more. I don't even shop out here. Like all I want to do is go to the esoteric shop and get decks. I just came here to be alone and be in the water, by the water, and walk and walk and walk and think and think and think and Nubian. I know Nubian. Actually, I used to listen to Nubian news religiously when I first started, like, not religiously, but she picks up really interesting topics, that Nubian news girl. I don't watch her, follow her anymore. I don't watch or follow many people anymore. I usually type in like Gemini or pick a card. But Nubian news was picking up things that like we don't think of. What was one thing? I remember once she picked up on something and I was like, holy fuck. Oh, you know what she picked up on once? I think I've picked up on that before as well, or maybe even recently, but a long time ago. I just remembered now. She picked up on the energy of the divine masculine's parents, and him seeing the father cheat on the mother, but go home to the mother, and like act like everything's okay. And it's like it almost taught him that that's what he thought is okay. Because when people cheat when you're kids, like you sometimes bring your kids with you. It's very true. It's very true. When people are like have kids, that's part of the way they can get out of the house. And it's not about like older kids. It's about younger kids. Like when you have a baby and you think like, "Oh, they're never going to know, they're never going to." Well, deep in their heart they do know. Because they know. Like, and I'm not saying that they think it's bad or anything, but the worst part that Nubian News picked up on is that the kid saw the father love the other woman but still stay with the mom. That was so long ago. Yeah, that was like maybe, I don't know, maybe a year ago, because I don't listen to her now. I don't listen to many right now. I don't know. I just don't. Um, I should probably go back and check what she's up to. And you know what I loved the most about her is her music. She's the girl that plays the music, right? Or makes music. That was the best part. I used to love that girl's music when she was playing it in the beginning of, I was just like, I would just rewind it and listen to it again. Um, I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying to actually not cuss. But I do cuss, I know. But I want to eliminate the swear words, the potty mouth. But it is natural for me, to be honest, to say fuck. And I said it quite a few times. I say it like to this stranger today all day. He didn't say anything and I appreciated that. But I know, like, that's fucking awesome. The divine feminine has helped the divine masculine find work as long as he gives her all his money. So my focus is to stay with my grace and love lessons. I'm not sure about that. The divine feminine has helped the divine masculine find work as long as he gives her all his money. I don't know what that's about. I don't understand that. But no, I've never given my masculine $1. A lot of masculines, some of them would maybe need, I'm not going to say they don't need help, but I don't think they would want to ask for money like that. Sylvia, yeah, we have a surprise for you. I don't know if Sylvia told you what our surprise is, but I'm not going to say it yet. But we have a surprise for you guys, probably this week. For everyone. Yeah, we have a surprise. It's not, me and Sylvia have become very close, and I feel very like I talk to readers all the time. I do readings for readers all the time, but Sylvia I do trust. I just know a vibe. I don't, like I trust her, and she is very connected, by the way. Like she's very, very connected. Like you see, we talk all the time, right? So when she's tuning in, when I think you see it, it's like you see the energy go through her. She sees stuff. She saw my after one of our live readings. She saw, we had a moment afterwards. She's like, someone's behind you, and I freaked out. She freaked out too, but she went back and looked at the video, and she said it was actually your divine masculine, and he's going through a dark night of the soul type of thing. So, anyhow, that's not why I trust her at all, but I just trust her. Like I know, and I trust her. She wants to help. She wants to put her message out. She's actually going through some crazy shit that, she doesn't talk about. I don't think she talks about. I don't know. I don't actually watch her videos. She doesn't watch mine. We just don't have time And also, like, we don't want to mix messages. Um, you know, it's important to like just focus on your message. It's okay. We talk on our own time about us. But she's going through a lot, guys. Like, sometimes I think that we should tell you guys, like, if you don't see us, report to the police, because if you would see some of the messages I get, and I don't talk about them because I don't want to give those people credit. And there's very weird stuff happening. And, you know, technology is really easy to play with. The hint on the surprise is actually Sylvia's going to come visit me. So we'll be on here together, I'm pretty sure. I just saw 10414. So the 1414 code right there. And yeah, she's gonna come visit me because she has to get out, like, you know, she has to get away as well. And she's, like I said, it's none of my business to talk about anyone else's stuff, but she has to clear her energy too, I guess you could say. There's a, you know, a lot of people are kind of, it's not necessarily running. And as Sylvia said, it's probably the best thing I did was get away from my home right now, because otherwise I would have been sitting at home. It would have been even harder for me to not continue to call my man masculine. I just like calling him my man now that I said it. I never say that. I'm always like my masculine. I'm gonna say my man. It sounds more, it comes out more naturally. But the best thing for me to do was to get away, because I was literally losing my mind. Like, to the point my masculine even said to me, "You're not yourself." And I'm like, I know I'm not. Obviously. He's just like, "You're not being you." And I know. Yeah, I used to be a racer. I used to love my car, but it was definitely guided to me to stop driving 100%. I was guided. I think I was gonna die or something like that. Like, I was gonna have something happen. But the car was becoming a hassle. That's actually what's caused my, well, it didn't cause anything, but I claimed bankruptcy at one point in my life, and my car was on there. It was actually the best thing I ever did. Like, fresh start, clean slate, and rebuilding myself. But I was a racer and I was in love with driving. I used to drive. The problem with a car with me as well is that I would stop doing things I had to do. Like, if I had a car when I was doing YouTube and stuff, I wouldn't be on here. I would be driving. That's how I was. Like, I would drive all day and do not get things done because I love driving. I love racing. So I don't do it now. Now I now I'm much after Dark Tarot. Interesting. I don't know who that is either, but I have to look these people up. But now it's not that I'm more responsible now, but now I see like how inconsiderate racing is, even though I wasn't as bad as some people. But once you race people, like, some of them get real stupid and are really risky, and I would never race anymore like that. And it's actually, even when I rent cars, I have to consciously tell myself stop. Like, stop, 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 because if there is a road, a blank road ahead of me, because I don't have a car anymore and I don't release like that, I will like put the pedal to the metal and see how fast my little rental can go. And it's a no. It's like, stop, Jen, or you don't get to rent cars. So I was guided to let my car go, and I did. And to be honest, Uber is way cheaper. No matter how much I take Uber, Uber is way cheaper than my car bills, because I was getting a lot of tickets and whatever else, to parking tickets, especially, to the point like I was like bawling my eyes out. Tarot, hello. Is that another? I don't even, it's really interesting. So now I only knew two of the people that were mentioned on here. Interesting. I actually eventually want to start doing readings more focused on other things besides love. But I think it just comes up, right? Uber can put the pedal to the metal as well. Fuck that. If Uber puts the pedal to the metal, I lose it. But you're absolutely right. Some Ubers do, and that really annoys me. Like, you're getting paid to drive people around. You have people's, you're like, I don't know. I'm so against risky behavior right now. Like, it's just like, it's not about friggin' getting to your destination. It's about getting there alive. But yeah, I had a crazy Uber the other day. Oh, thank you for the 100 likes, guys. I think that's like the aw. I I feel like you guys feel sorry for me because I was crying. Um, I just noticed that I'm like 100. I thought it was 100 views, and I'm like, oh, 100 likes. That's rare, like on a live program. That's cool. That's so awesome. It's like 50%. I'm not doing any mini readings. This you should watch this. I don't think you've been on here, Destiny, but this is the reading of readings right now. Especially, I don't know what time this part came in, but this is the one you want to check out. This part of it. I really do think I know it's nice to be authentic on here and all that, but I do think I'm gonna cut it the video. Oh man. Um, no, I think it's your DM's energy, honestly. Is that for me, Renee, or someone else? The funny thing is, I started off by picking up the divine masculine's energy. I wasn't crying at this point. I knew that I was going to be doing a video about the divine masculine who's releasing any like trickster behavior, and it's a big deal. And he's releasing his like control, trying to control everything. And it's a big deal. Like this was a good message here. And the next thing you know, I'm fucking picking up this message, talk about the divine feminines who lashed out like I did, who did something like I did. Like talk about that. And I'm like, am I supposed to change the title? Am I supposed I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then I came on here and I'm like crying. And obviously, yeah, like I'm sad, but I had a really like I shouldn't have been, I don't know. I guess it was purging and good. I'm happy it came out of me, but frig, like I don't know if there was more people's energy. Like I don't know. I was told to talk about the divine feminine who did what I did afterwards. Songs I heard today. Let me see. I wrote it down. So the Braveheart song I told you came on, but then there was another song. I don't know if it's Bryan Adams or who it was, but the words are take me as I am. Take me as I am. Everything I do it for you. So I don't remember who that is. It's Bryan Adams or something. But that song came, Bryan Adams, okay, yeah, to me. And then like when I really thought about it and I was thinking of the words, I had to remember the words. I couldn't remember them. And then I'm like take me as I am, take my life. I don't know if I wrote that down. I don't know if it's take my life. Take me as I am. I didn't write that part down because I couldn't figure out, is it take my life? But everything I do it for you. And then when I said that part, I'm like, that's the message. Everything I do it for you. And what that has to do with is that, like, if your masculine isn't talking to you or whatever, trust me, the fucked up thing, guys, like, you think we think about them a lot, they think about us just as much. And that is crazy. Imagine how disruptive that can be, and imagine how much they try to block it out, and then what happens? Look at me. I can't even run without running in to his specific scent, and it's been here the whole time. And I've saged. I even brought incense with me by fluke. I happened to bring incense in my travel bag. And I've incensed the place. I've saged the place. I even brought a little stick of sage with me. And, I'm smelling him, and it's just like, frig. And that doesn't happen all the time for me. There's just one time I specifically remember when I used to work at a regular job, the juice store, not a regular job. I love that job. But I was there and we hadn't talked. This is when we hadn't talked for so long and it was really busy and I was behind the counter and all of a sudden I smelled him and I froze and I started looking around and like no one was there. And everyone I was like looking at, I'm like leaning into them to try and smell and see if it's them. And no one had the smell. And I like almost started crying. I'm like, he's here. But he wasn't. I don't even know if he was in the country. I don't know. But some of those lyrics that take me as I am, right? And then the Braveheart one. The Braveheart one. And the funny thing is, the Braveheart song, when it came on, it played that main part in the beginning, but it was, you know how after that main part of Braveheart song, then it goes into like this like instrumental, like almost like moving forward music, and it played that part. And I expected it to just play the sad part, but it played more of the other part, the part where like you move out of the sadness. And I was like, thank God, because I would have sat there and bawled my eyes out if I had to listen to that. So that was kind of interesting because I never, I do listen to that Braveheart song occasionally. That's probably not like recently, not for probably a year, but that's probably why it came on. Braveheart is one of my all-time movies, ever. Um, but it was interesting that it played the other section of it. Or maybe I just never listened to the other section and I always listened to the sad section. I don't know. But the majority of that video was the going forward part of the song, instrumental song, not the that like, you know that Braveheart theme. So guys, I'm going to get off of here and figure out what I'm doing with this video, my crybaby stuff. I know it's not crybaby, but yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Please go listen to this lady's music when you can. Don't rush into it because, have some space there when you're doing it. Get some sage and get some breathing going on. Get some water beside you and a box of Kleenex as well. Because some of you mentioned you did listen to her and all you did was cry. Some of you mentioned you did check her out. There's a reason for that. Trust me, she's actually helping you. Whoever she is, whatever she does, I haven't looked into her. I don't know, but she is fierce. Like you can see it in her. She has an appreciation video and she's kind of looks totally different in her appreciation video when she's just herself. So clearly when she's doing the music, she is truly connected and helping because she looks like a fierce warrior doing the music. And when she talks, she's just like a beautiful soul, like a soft, beautiful soul. The Top Gun song, you got that love and feeling. I'm hearing songs everywhere I go, and it's like parts of it is just messages, but I know those ones are for me personally. But I do believe the Bryan Adams is for collective and the Braveheart. But other ones where I'm going, like, it'll just be like a certain section that starts playing when I walk into like wherever to get a coffee or whatever it may be. And I'm like, holy fuck, that's a message. Okay, guys, you're so welcome, Miss Williams. I appreciate everyone being on here. Thank you so much. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really thankful. That's really all I can say. Thank you, Renee. So have a good, and thank you for the likes. That's fucking crazy. That's so nice of you. Good night, good night, good night. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what time is it here? Whole time. And by the way, has anyone noticed time's flying? It's 3:45 where I am right now. How long have I been on here? It's only an hour? I don't remember. Just time has been, this is not the first time this has happened. And I said it to Sylvia the other day as well. Okay, I'll leave that video up for a bit and see what happens. But if I don't know, I get weirded out. There's so many people right now. It's honestly a little, it's not, I'm not going to say that. It's just, it's disturbing sometimes when I see like the messages I get from people and I'm just like, I hate letting them see any part of me. I don't know who they are. I don't even know them. They're nobodies to me, to be honest. I don't know them at all. And I shouldn't truly care, but it's just like sharing my, vulnerability or my life stories or whatever. Like there's no escaping them. When you're on YouTube, even if I throw a private meeting and I charge $22, they still pay for it. And then they throw it back in my face. Like I was on there and, da 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 da. And they don't understand anything. They're not on this journey. But I don't argue with them ever. I'm just like, I used to. But no way in hell will I ever argue with them now. There's no fucking way. They're garbage. Like, it's not that they're garbage. Like, they're not even on this journey. And I don't know. The stuff that they say, it's just, ugh. So, like, yeah, like, it's really bad. I'm really shocked. And when I tell people, everyone says the same thing. Like, not everyone knows I'm on YouTube, but I have a couple people that know, and I tell them, like, oh my God, I'm getting these messages. And they'll just be so shocked. They're like, Why are these people even watching you if they don't like what you're saying? Like, they don't understand it. And I'm like, I don't know either. I'm not sure if we ever fully clear, but I do think we can definitely have huge clearings. I do think that I have a lot of clearing to do, and I could be in a total different position. Instead of getting triggered, I could be understanding, you know? I could, not to the other person, to myself. Just be like, whoa, wait a second. You know, just stop for a second, Jen. You know what's about to, you know what you're feeling here. But even like, I think that once I clear this, let's just say, I don't know if I'll get triggered the same way, but at least I can help more people clear theirs. Um, I just feel like I would handle it a bit. I clearly have not cleared everything up. So it's just the way it is. Yeah, triggers do help with growth. But like there's a time you gotta like clear it. Like you gotta actually clear it and then like trigger something new. Trigger yourself with determination for your passion. Trigger yourself, thank you, FG. Trigger yourself to be a motivator to other people. Like trigger yourself in that way. Don't trigger yourself to freak out on others and project your fears on them. So, I mean, I know triggers help with growth, but that's the point. So now I have to grow from this and like I want to just know this was a lesson I had to learn and I agreed to it. They have their lessons, they're going to learn the other people too and we all signed up for this. We all did. When you get with your DM, we would repel each other. Yeah. Yeah, because you have work to do, right? Medium last night. Feel bad you showed out to my. Yeah, the best thing for some of you, like for me, but you have to truly not like want you like personally. I don't even want. I just need some space. But for me, I gave like I did say but I did some clearing, and I just said like, hey, I'm clearing stuff right now, and like I just left it at that. I don't want anything. I'm just like I have to just say like it's the truth. I wasn't actually talking to you at that time, just so you know. And it sounds crazy, but I have to be my authentic self and say like I realized I wasn't talking to you at that time. I'm like I can't explain it right now, but I apologize if I hurt you. I didn't want anything back from him and I didn't get anything back from him. So some of you, you might, if you freaked out, maybe that's something you should do. But I do think more importantly, you should step back. More importantly, because if you clear your energy, and that's what I should have done. I didn't have to message the apology. It was okay. It wasn't gonna. It wasn't like I'm sure he knows. Um, the real thing is to step back, so you don't have to reach out and apologize at all. And I wouldn't if you expect anything, honestly. Like, and you like it should almost be in a way that even like the way I did it, where there was nothing he can say. Like he could get, but no, no, no. It was just me saying what I had to say, like and that's a lot, man. We just started talking to. I watch her and watches me and laugh at our berries against each other. Like, why are we doing this? Yeah, that would be so nice. Like, that's nice to have that connection where you guys can look at each other and say, babe, like, what are we doing right now? Are we about to activate some triggers here? That's, that's a goal. All good, no judgments here. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go, guys. And I really appreciate all of this. Bye for now.